Sleep, coffee, food, travel, photos. That was the rhythm of the day, a cycle of hunting for good light. The dud of a sunset the day before had made me eager to continue that hunt. The morning began, to my surprise, with a greeting from some local wildlife. I had been looking down, rooting through my bag, when I abruptly became aware that this guy had been eyeing me from about 20 feet away. It had stood there calmly, out on the open snow, head cocked off to one side, gathering an opinion about me, and was probably hoping that there was food in my bag. It was a pretty humorous sight, but it is important to keep wildlife wild, so I clapped my hands and off it went. The problem with snow-covered lakes is that they become, photographically speaking, a big wash of negative space. They don't offer much to a composition. I wanted to get more than just the distant mountains in frame, so I hunted down something that might offer more substance than the lake in the foreground. I settled on a bush that was isolated from the shoreline. It felt like I was just using it to cover up the problem, but with little time left before sunrise, I committed myself to that spot. Unfortunately, what I ended up coming away with ended up being a very disjointed scene. Definitely not one for the portfolio, but perhaps still a little interesting. One of the first things you learn in landscape photography is that nature doesn't give a damn about what you're trying to do. A big smile on your face doesn't change the weather, and it certainly didn't that day. Around midday, we hiked out to yet another lake that had morphed into a snowfield. We had quickly become socked in with snow clouds, but despite the low visibility, stepping out of the forest to the base of an immense mountain was still quite impressive. It became a similar exercise to that of the mornings. Find something to make up for the lack of interesting space. The day ended where it began, on the shoreline of the same lake I had been standing on at sunrise. Sunset was, well, pretty lame, but a chunk of the lake ice had melted and offered a decent reflection of Rundle Mountain, which was something.